Bring me everyone.
What do you mean everyone?
Everyone! Yes. I don't get it.
Get away from her, you bitch!
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We made it past Monday, and we're almost to hump day. We're not quite there yet. The grind is still going on. But this weekend, I was at Zolocon, and I had a great time, but I was missing somebody. I was missing my good friend, my co-host, Mr. Victor. Victor, how are you?
I'm good. I would have gone. I had no idea. I could have gone. Where was it?
It was in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania.
Well, I may not have run off to there, but
Valley Forge. There's
very
some...
cool. That's nice. No, I'm excited to see all the pictures and hear all the stories and rebuke toys that shouldn't be made.
Well, based on the title, I said it was Indy and Vintage Heaven. I think you would have had a blast.
Wait, Indy? Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Really?
Yeah. And that was pretty much that. There was some modern stuff, but I think really the crux of the con was independent toy makers come out, they show their new stuff, and then there's it's like a giant vintage yard sale.
Yard sale. Those are my favorite kind. I really used to going to toy shows, Comic-Con, MegaCon, those kind of things here in Orlando. And my favorite part was the floor and seeing what people had, the things I wanted as a kid, and I try and get those then. So that was always fun. It is cool to see new toy makers come out though, so that'll be interesting.
Retro Anthony says definitely would have enjoyed,
Hey,
and
Anthony.
I think that's what we're lacking in Orlando or Florida in general. We don't have any big toy shows, and I was thinking about it's because a lot of the toy makers are kind of not isolated, but they've all kind of set up their lives around the old Kenner factory or headquarters when that was in I think Ohio, and Hasbro's in Rhode Island. So a lot of toy makers that have since left Hasbro.
So wait, do you think new toy makers or other companies, they kind of centralize around those other ones?
I think they centralize around them, and when they leave, they've already set roots there. So like a lot of them stay Northeast, which is why in Southeast
there's nothing,
right? So even our biggest con, which is MegaCon, coming up in like a couple weeks, which I also would argue that is bigger than San Diego Comic-Con. It's bigger than New York Comic-Con, but we don't get any announcements. We don't get any big reveals. So
isn't that it's huge? It's huge. And I don't know why we don't have the panels or the big companies. Why do you think that is? We don't get studios?
Plan one. They started to, I'm going to start my own toy show.
Hey, I thought so. So my old name for my show was PopCon. And I thought, wow, what a great name for a pop culture convention, huh? So I had actually thought of ways to make a local convention a few years back, how it would run, who had to get, what would it have. It was exciting. But mine would have, of course, a competition who could beat Donkey Kong fast enough, the fastest person that could transform Optimus Prime, stuff like that.
That'd be cool. Not me. I'd lose.
Victor was definitely. Hey, Jay, did you see Jay there?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
That's cool. Okay, wasn't sure. I was like looking at that going, maybe family. But yeah, Pennsylvania, man. What have I been? I've been to Pennsylvania. I just don't remember when.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh. I've been to Pittsburgh.
Nostalgia-Con. Ooh.
Exactly. That would be up my alley. Probably something a little catchier though, Anthony. I'm sorry. Nostalgia-Con isn't that catchy. It's just me.
So how's your week going so far? I know work's getting...
I love when you say it's Tuesday, and I'm like, yes, we got past Monday, but it's way too early to celebrate. I got a hard week, so today was a whirlwind. I don't even know what we're talking about today. Now I do. But, we still have hump day. wink, wink, and then Thursday and Friday. So to me, it's still the very beginning, and I'm kind of annoyed. But I got something new to show in a minute.
Oh, well, this is the first time before a show I had time to make myself a drink. So I tried something new. I mixed some random stuff. And, by the end of this call, I might be a little woohoo.
Well, I love that because I was going to have a drink today, and I really am going to go into that next week. But I got blood drawn tomorrow morning. So I'm not putting anything in my body at all. So,
Went off Aunt Thomas's name. The nostalgia piece.
That's
all right.
True.
So you're going to see a lot of things today that you have no idea what we're talking about, but we'll get into that. We're going to talk about Indy toy lines. We're going to talk about that. But we always start off with our section of the show where I want you to kind of show me the goods. And
I'm not doing that.
Before you show me the goods,
Behold, my stuff.
there we go.
I don't show my goods unless it's on my fans only.
Oh, your fans only. Is that your new
OnlyFans? Look at me. I'm obviously not real up to speed on that. OnlyFans. Hey, I've thought about it. I have thought about doing an OnlyFans.
I know. I wonder if someone will pay to see like my feet.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking my legs because they're good.
Only feet.
Only feet. That's what it should be called. OnlyFans is now only feet.
So what did you end up picking up this week?
Okay, so as you can tell under my name, if you can see it, I got a rock.
A rock?
So, I have a rock. But as you know, 2 weeks ago, I showed you I got Rock On. Rock On! He is a Masters of the Universe Comet Warrior. So I did get Rock On a couple weeks ago. Yes, he transforms into a rock. But I had to get his brother, Stondar, which I think would be perfect for you. So Stondar here is the leader of the Comet people. And he transforms into, I just popped his arms off. That's how these are. So I got another Masters figure from Mattel Creations. So this is Mr. Stondar, brother of Rock On. Another Motu Origins figure. The two next to each other. There you go. They aren't the most dynamic characters, but I did have this one as a kid. So I wanted to get them both again. So I picked up those. It was an easy peasy go to Mattel Creations, bought it one morning. It was here a week later. So it's pretty good.
That's cool. So you don't have to wait very long for it.
No, you don't. They're actually pretty good about that.
All right. I actually have a lot because I wasn't going to come home without spending some money. So.
Oh, yeah. You got a lot from the event.
But first, I have something I forgot to show it off last week. I think the last 2 weeks, I didn't even show off what I got. So
you didn't have anything.
Went straight into it. So I'll get through it real quick. So first, I did get the newest edition of Jada Toy Street Fighter Akuma. This is a character. Huh?
It looks like Lion-O.
Kind of.
Yeah.
He was not in the original Street Fighter G.I. Joe line, which was where most of my Street Fighter knowledge comes from. And when it came to playing the arcade game, which is few and far between, I didn't even pick him because I didn't recognize him. But he is a character that if you want to complete the collection, you need Akuma. This next one you'll know, but not in this.
Thomas, you didn't get to know the Street Fighter characters except through G.I. Joe? That's how you first did?
I think we would play it at an arcade at a bowling alley in Brooklyn. And, you were only given a few amount of quarters.
Right.
You couldn't blow your load on one game. You gotta play
I do.
And there's this guy, Wild Bill version 2.
Okay, so this is the actual version 2 of Real American Hero.
Yes, my friend, I guess, is going through all his collection. And for some reason, he showed me a lot of his collection. I was like, ooh, I can hold on to that one. This is the only one he was like, I'll let you hold on to Wild Bill.
So hold on to it. I mean, this is yours, right?
I don't know if there's a take back or what, but he has a figure of mine in his bathroom for some reason. But
so wait, did you get this from your friend or did you get it from the fair?
From my friend.
Okay, cool. Is it the Confederate flag one or what?
It is not. It is not.
I don't know that one, the Confederate flag one, because the original didn't have it either. So I didn't know which
that
one.
Is not Wild Bill. That's another character.
It is the other character. We talked about that. Right.
But
I know which one. Cross country? No,
cross country. It was cross country. But my friend's parents, I don't know what their deal was. They were really good at keeping all his figures accessories. So he has the knife and the big blaster, and they wrote his initials on every.
Oh my God, what is this? Is this Toy Story? Is this Andy?
So he has all of his figures with all of the accessories. I don't know how. So I got a Wild Bill. And then I'll show off one more because I'm going to show off what I got along the way. I'm surprised you didn't get this guy, but maybe.
You're surprised I didn't get this guy. Why would I get this guy?
Big Lob.
Yeah, but it's not the fridge.
Yeah,
They
but
need to make the fridge.
You like the movie. You like the G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, but that's where I stopped. I didn't collect anything from the movie. Not K9, not Jane. Yeah, none of those are Aikido.
I have him posed like Jordan.
Totally. He's flying in the air.
The only thing I don't like is that he does not come with a basketball that's not attached to his hand. So you can't like use this basketball for another character. So
You mean he always has it attached?
he has another hand you can use, but
Okay. But you can't have it loose. Got it. It's attached. So listen, so you know of the Refrigerator Perry, the football player G.I. Joe, right?
I do.
That's up my alley. That's from a few years before. So I would do that if they do make him. Don't know if they would, but yeah, Big Lob from the movie. Wasn't interested in the movie characters. So
You ever have a J.J. Armis action figure? What is that?
I don't know, but I really like Jeff the Greatest Dungeon. I want to know if that's Master.
Dungeon Mass. We also never had Sega or NES. Yeah, we didn't have any video game console from the first Nintendo up until Nintendo 64.
Wait, did you have the regular NES?
We had the regular NES. Yes.
Yeah, I had the regular NES.
Jeff the Greatest Dungeon Master says yes.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh
my gosh.
JJ.
Oh gosh. I love this look of this figure, the JJ Arms. Good Lord.
What are you looking at?
He's up my alley. It's hard to show, but JJ Arms is the greatest private investigator or the world's greatest investigator. Jeff, is this a British thing? Or is this British or is this American? I need to know.
Good evening, gents. What did I miss?
Hey,
Nothing
man.
yet. Nothing yet.
Nothing.
He says he had one.
Well,
I like his logo.
Me too. I'm looking for the company name. Oh, I don't know. It's not. I know so many like this. There's a lot of characters in the 70s that are, kind of this word, like even Big Jim. I say it every time. I'm going to say Big Jim every show, by the way. He actually became kind of a private, like a spy. So this kind of has that same 70s look. Love his look. He's got a big football player's face. I don't have that. It's a very cool character. I'm surprised my brothers didn't.
So I think we have some people from your audience watching, and just a question for those watching from my audience and those watching from your audience. Who went to Zolocon? I know some people in the chat did go to Zolocon with me, so you can say yes if you did. But if you are coming over from Victor's channel and you went to Zolocon, I'm sad that I missed you, but probably didn't know each other yet. But we're not strangers anymore, so if you see us at a con, you can say hi. So yeah, just let us know if you did go. It was in King of Prussia, Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. We're gonna get into it, but I think this is one of the best toy shows that I've ever been to, and it's the second year in a row that I've gone. And I kind of wanted to. Victor couldn't go, so I kind of want to take him through a little virtual tour of what it was like to be there. So I took pictures of some funny items. I think funny, or just some that meant a lot to me.
Is this annual?
It is. I went last year because I was in town for my high school reunion, and I just happened to see that this convention was going on, and I was like, "Oh, let me go." So I went.
So it does change where it's at, right? It moves around.
No, last year it was at the same spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well, I'm interested to know. So let's go ahead and take a tour with us.
Why is it called Zolocon? Little toy news that really there's not much, but the only toy news I could find was more up your alley. So I wanted to get on it. Super 7 did announce some Thundercats figures.
Yeah, these are they feel much more cartoon collection, which isn't bad. The guy on the far right, that's a great sculpt.
Now, I know you collect this line, but I didn't know how deep you go in this line.
I do not go into tertiary characters. I got into some secondary and I stopped. Yeah, they're over back here. Yeah, I pretty much stayed with the main. And because there were so many ones that appeared in one single episode, I don't do that. Like I think in Turtle World, you might do that more often, but if they appeared in a single episode, I wasn't really as interested. So I kind of keep it withdrawn to the main faction, or the main group. But I love the look of these, and that alternate head of Mum-Ra is great.
Turtles does like if a character was on the show for a split second.
Oh my God, no, we don't. Well, I mean, maybe I don't. This one that looks like Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers. I don't even know who that is.
I remember her. So we got
Jagara.
Jagara.
Are these real?
Yeah,
I'm having a.
It's not an AI.
No, but well, that's good that you checked. But I'm wondering if these are new characters.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just gonna.
But
I've seen all these episodes. I've never seen these characters.
These are passes for you. I guess my biggest question for you was Mum-Ra. Did they already make Mum-Ra?
They do. Yeah, they've got this beautiful one here. Yeah, so they have Mum-Ra like this. I think he looks really great this way. He comes with his dog, Mamut. So he does have a plastic cape. I think he also has a soft goods cape as well. I love the look and feel of all of the mummy wrappings. But this one looks great too. I do like it.
So I didn't know if you were like in the market for like a new one, or you're happy with.
I don't know. They look really good. I did just find out. So Jagara there, the one that looks like Rita, she is from the cartoon. But again, it's a one kind of episode thing. So I probably won't go that way. But I love anything Egyptian. So I love that guy. Like I want to do a whole show about mummies. I don't know why. So that's a great looking character.
Assuming Jeff is talking to his JJ, I lost mine in the shuffle of life. Mom put him in the garage sale probably after I left for college. Yeah, moms do that.
They do. They just don't understand the importance of things like The Greatest Investigator.
I like to remind my mother of toys she gave away that are now worth tons of money. That's my favorite thing to do. Because I'll never forget coming home and all my action figures were in a pile on the floor. And she said, pick your favorites. The rest are going. And I was like, to who? And she's like, it was a poor kid. And I was like,
yeah.
Why does he need that? Now I know why. But
I know, why do they need them?
At the time, I was, a little evil kid.
Yeah.
JJ Armas.
Yes, JJ Arms. I'm gonna call him the investigator now because that's what his byline was. But I do love the character there on the left very, very much. He's one of those, like, for me, like you do this a lot. You kind of like a look and he's cool and you get him. I don't do that a lot, but he is really neat looking. I'll probably go and stream the cartoon first because I think it's on Hulu. It's on Disney Plus, Thundercats. So
I still have my mail away Mum-Ra.
Wow.
Shipper box. I got him in 40 plus years ago. James.
Yeah, that's one of the first ways he came to get Mum-Ra like that. I think like this is the mail away. The big Mum-Ra ever living was the one you could get as an action figure first. So it is a shame. I think after that long, I wouldn't open it.
Yeah.
Get yourself a new one. Get you that one right here by the Ultimates.
Present. Hey, Gades Toys.
Hello, Gades.
Great having you on.
Maybe Gades knows Jagara. Show him.
Maybe. Jagara from before.
Go back. That one right there. Looking at some Thundercats, and we see this female character, Jagara. I guess she might be a jaguar, but she has no cat-like features. But either way, I don't know her. She was in the show for one episode. The other one looks like he's from Clash of the Titans, the Kraken or something.
Yeah, he has a weird look, but I do like I
like these two.
Gades, I thought of you a lot this weekend because there was a lot of stuff at Zolocon that I saw that I almost thought like, oh, I wonder if he has this. And then, I know you have an extensive Bucky O'Hare collection, but there's a lot of mint on card Bucky O'Hare stuff, and I'm sure you would have loved it. I did a video on Jagara late in the line, lived in center of New Thundera.
All right, so he is the pro on the femme fatales, I think.
There you go. I lost the Star Wars 1978 exclusive Cantina playset with original figures in the garage. So, ooh, that's rough.
That's a sad one to lose. Anything Sears exclusive to me is a winner. Sorry about that.
That's the extent of my toy news. I just
wasn't a lot. There's a lot of toy news throughout. Early this year it came out. We're just waiting for them to arrive, waiting for them to go on sale. I pre-ordered some, so yeah, they'll get here. But that was a good one.
All right, we're gonna go through the Zolocon recap of this year, and since Victor wasn't there, it's going to be a lot of me explaining certain things and then just, trying to see what kind of reaction I can get. So
well, yeah, I'll try and be snarky. I mean,
there were some things that I saw and I forgot to take pictures of, but I thought of you. Most notably, there was a whole booth that had, I can't believe I didn't take a picture of this, that had Shogun Warriors.
Oh, Shogun.
And I thought you would have lost it. So
I am interested. I'm thinking about getting my Bazinga, or I can't even say his name.
I look at my pre-order, so much coming this month. Oh, I don't know. It's still been I think if it wasn't for the show, I still would not be getting much in. So first, I'm just going to say I wanted to go here because I stayed at the Stardust Tower. And this is like, I thought it was going to be like a super mid-century modern hotel.
The logo looks that way. The logo fooled you, didn't it?
I think it was an old Vegas resort that they blew up, and they reused the name. So this is now the Valley Forge Stardust Tower. And it did have a mid-century modern feel, except when you got in the room, it was super modern, which is a big mistake. I feel like they could have no, it does not rate by the hour, Gatey's Toys. No.
I'm not sure about that. I'm looking at this going, first of all, how you thought this would be some special hotel in Valley Forge. I'm not sure. This is Valley Forge, for God's sake.
I wanted that old school casino vibe, and it kind of had that, but not really. Like, it was attached to a casino. I didn't go in the casino, but I just think it was going to be I thought it was going to be this like nice mid-century modern. So anyways,
I do like the balconies.
One of the things I was really looking forward to was eating some cheesesteak. So I made sure before I left, I did get Chicky and Pete's. I see Laser Pants is here, starting the beginning, watching a two-speed.
I love that. I'm laughing. I love that. I'll be caught up in a sec.
I did recommend to Laser Pants to go eat Chicky and Pete's. I think he ate it, but I miss being from the Northeast because there's so much good stuff. So when I go home, I try to cram it in to like.
Yeah, it's not good for your belly.
So anyway, this is how my trip started. Now, there's going to be some funny pictures in here. So
I love how this food here, the best food we love, looks like shit in a picture.
That slop, absolute slop on a bun, and you know what? Terrible. I love it. This one, I just thought this was funny. I travel a lot for work, or just on vacation, and the gyms are always packed. You know what the greatest thing about staying at a hotel at a toy show?
There's no one in a gym. I mean, look what you just ate. That's so funny, but so true. If everyone was a lot of people there for the toy fair at Stardust.
Yeah, no, well, I think a lot of the vendors stayed at Stardust. I think
I should use my microphone, shouldn't I?
A lot of the attendees like they stay there, but I remember walking up to the gym the first day. I was like, I wonder if it's gonna be busy, and I walked in. I was like, I was the only one there for an hour each morning.
Well, look at that retro wall. Yes, so retro.
Okay. Get onto that. I'm sure everyone's on there to have fun and not work out, but
yes.
All right. So
we've seen this guy before. You've shown him. So
yeah, I'll make a joke saying I flew all the way to Valley Forge to get this damn exclusive. I got into the con, like I had to take my brother's car and drive from New York. So that the morning of, and I got there, and I remember I went, I parked, I got in line, I went straight to this booth, and as soon as I got there, the owner, his name's Bobby. I was just like, and there was no one there at the time, so I was like, oh, this is either really good or really bad. I was like, are you guys out of the black? And he just looked like depleted. He was like, yeah, he's like sold out. I didn't even want to ask him how long ago they sold out. But I was just like, in my head, I was like, I did not fly all the way here for one figure, so it's not gonna like ruin my trip. And like the first thing that came out of my mouth was like, congratulations. I think that's good, right?
It's funny. We're from where people know we work together. I was waiting for you to go like, I came all this way and you've ruined my trip.
I should have pulled the Disney card when people.
You should have Disney guest. You've ruined my vacation.
When the ride breaks down, or no, the best is when people would come to Disney World during Christmas and be like, my trip is ruined because I didn't realize it would be this busy. And you're like, you came during the busiest week of the year, but you had the same thought that everyone else had. Like, people
So
want to
you
be.
got there early, and this guy was gone, sold out.
I got there early-ish, so I mean, I remember I got up to the booth at 11:45.
Oh, okay. But isn't that? Tell me this. You go to more cons. Isn't that the way it is? That whenever I see a new toy that I want, and it's at a convention only, I'm like, well, there's no way. There's no way to get it. I think it's just crap to have
Yeah,
to like go and try really hard to get that.
the cool thing is that like it was exclusive to get it first. It's not like exclusive. You're
They'll
never.
make more, right?
Oh yeah, here he said it's going to come out. You'll be able to order it late March, early April. So it's not like you're going to terribly miss out on like.
But that's not always the case, right? Sometimes that is it. There's a convention exclusive. If it runs out, people are buying them to sell. And I just think that's the whole crap of the industry. It makes me mad.
No, and it's like, why are you going to spend the money to mold something, only make a few, and then only sell it at one con? So I know that if I don't get it, I can get it later online.
True. Okay, well, that's good.
So for me, really, it wasn't about going to hang out and get one figure. It was like seeing people that I didn't get to see. It was about hanging out with my brother, because we don't get to hang out a lot. My cousins, and my cousin brought her kids, and we got to like do a bunch of toys with them, get a bunch of toys for them, and that was cool. So for me, like that was the real crux of the trip.
That's good. That's the way it should be. I can't wait to see your McDonald's changeables. Okay.
No, you made me buy all those already. Okay. The Hometown Fanboy Expo Anime Toy Gaming Knoxville, Tennessee will be on March 2026 from the Knoxville Consent. Is that a good toy show? Like, is there a lot of
Fanboy Expo Anime? So is that heavy on the anime, Jeff?
Which I feel like is MegaCon's biggest problem. It's getting 80% anime now.
It's been doing that since the early 2000s, though.
I know, but then there's also it's a lot of like vintage. It's a lot of modern stuff, like the typical Marvel Legends. It's just pops are everywhere. There's not a big vintage toy presence. So
yeah, that's too
let's
bad.
know about the Knoxville one. Let me buy a plane ticket and hotel for $50 figure. Listen,
for a $50 figure. That's what he did, Gades.
It's about the memories. It's about the memories.
It's about the memories.
Ryan almost broke Zolocon. I think I don't know how old he is, maybe 10 or 11. He was at one of the booths, and I think he picked up a Voltron, and turned around, and it was on the ground, and the vendor was like freaking out. And then when Ryan came to talk to, I was like, pretend like you don't know me and walk away.
Just go.
Google it for more info. Had to say they have a bunch of guests.
Okay.
All good.
Must be popular.
Anyway, I miss getting it, but he did sell like poker chips that, I think had this is his new line called the Black. It's like a pirate line. And then there was a gold coin, and I'm a sucker for that kind of like secondary stuff. So I bought that.
I thought he was giving away poker chips for your sobriety, for addiction to action figures. I've been sober for this long.
So the guy Bobby, he runs Valverse. As soon as he told me it was sold out, and I like drove all that way I flew there, I drove from New York to Florida, I went right in line. As soon as he told me it was sold out, I kind of felt like a little relieved, because I was like, all right, there's nothing else here that I need. I'm going to go check into my room. I'm going to take a little nap. And then I'm going to go back in. And that's what I did. I took a little nap. I think I went and bought myself a burger, and then I came back, and then I'm not going to rush to buy this. I think that's one of the good things about, you did toy reviews, and I know you didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I was doing toy reviews. I hate doing toy reviews. Like, I never want to do it again. Right.
It was early. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Like, if you're not doing toy reviews, then there's really no reason to like want something early, and just to know that it's coming.
You want to be the first one to do the review, right? Or early.
I was never the first one. My toy reviews sucked anyway. So I was like, it's not like there was no big reason why I needed this. Anyway, I was just sitting in my room before I went down to the con, and I was like, I wonder if this is already on eBay already. Jesus Christ, $75 each. And then the variant is on there for $189. These friggin' bloodsuckers.
That sucks.
People suck.
How many of you in the comments are bloodsuckers?
Most of them.
Right.
And I say there should be a limit, but then I was going to go buy one for me, my brother, and or a little cousin. So I was going to buy more than one. So the early bird gets the worm, I guess. So see, I'd have flipped the table. No, I'm fine.
You just see it.
So anyway, missed out, but that's fine. Now
for your knockoff Pirates of the Caribbean figure, right?
Knockoff. So these are He-Man-esque or Masters of the Universe.
I could tell already. I looked right down and said, "Wait, that looks so He-Man."
I also forgot to take pictures of these. I think these photos are from Toy Habits, but I wanted to get one of these for you. But then I know you're a little weird about putting things in your collection that are not.
You gave me the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle He-Man, and he is on my desk at work. So.
Oh, okay. At least he's
wow, I automatically love the native Indian guy, the guy that's a copy of Moss Man, the guy over there, it's a copy of Drago, the copy of Teal. Wow, these are pretty blatantly. Come on, people, look at that. That is He-Man right there.
Extended universe.
Extended. Unofficial extended. Although Brave Star up there on the right looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So like there were some of these on sale, and I was like, oh, I want to get one for Victor. And I was like, he's really.
I would have been sweet. I would have loved it.
But the one I wanted to get you can't really see.
Which one?
It's a purple character on the tower.
Okay.
And it's like a female Master of the Universe figure, but she's dressed like a witch.
I was about to say, is that a wizard or a witch?
A witch. So I thought it'd been cool. You could have like put it on in your display or in your Halloween directions, or
So what is it called? Because I see of Dragonor. What's it called?
Dragonor. I think
that's a basic title. They couldn't think of anything better than the Legend of Dragonor.
Another indie toy maker, and it made me think of you, Victor. I wish you were there. So
I appreciate that. Legend of Dragonor. Which character?
Had wave 1, but wave 2 not available. Took like 2 years to come out.
That's usual, huh? 2 years.
So anyway, thought of you. Victor,
thank you. I'm looking up that witch to get a better view.
But
does it have media? Is there media? I see like video game pictures.
Maybe a comic book.
Okay.
Maybe. Retro Anthony says, Victor, not sure if you're a gamer, but there is a side-scrolling He-Man.
That's what it is. I think I'm looking at that right now, Anthony, because I see that it's a game. That's pretty cool. I mean, I didn't know. I love when something does come. I mean, I love when something's new and exciting and someone just made something up. But I do like accompanying media because I grew up in that world of like, it had to have accompanying media, even if it was a sticker and a t-shirt and a coloring book and a lunchbox and a bike rack. I don't know, whatever.
So I think and there's a G.I. Joe one. So I think if you like those type of games, it's the same animation, same style.
Yeah. I'm going to have to look it up. Thank you.
I thought of you.
I'm looking. They kind of look cool.
Then I didn't buy you anything.
I wish you'd get closer.
So again, these are not I forgot to take pictures of these. They're from Toy Habits. Okay. Operation Monster Force from Big Bad Studio. They're making a lot of their own figures now. The close-up picture on the right, is a Cops character, which I think
I'm interested in. Have they made any more Cops characters?
That's the first one they made, and they were just showing them off. They didn't actually sell them there. They were just showing them. I know nothing about Cops.
Bulletproof. So I see. I just hope there's some other ones. I mean, he's a cool character. I think he's the captain. He's the lead of the good guys, but cool animation. I really liked the cartoons animation very much. I didn't like the original action figures, which means these might be more attractive to me.
And then I'm more excited for the tick. But
I figured you would be. That is such a 90s thing,
But the tick in the Hawaiian pajama.
Would there be any other?
And the beach ball and the surfboard.
I love the surfboard with the spoon on it.
There's 2 more coming. So
the Cops, which is great. I'll have to see who they are.
So because I didn't get to fill my cup with Valorverse figures, I really did want that other figure. I said, well, I'm going to go spend my money somewhere else.
So where? Drum roll.
So I did. And I had everything else he was selling too. So it wasn't like I couldn't buy anything on his booth and at his booth. So I was like, I already have everything. So there's I guess Skeletron is the name of the group. They made that Robo Skull. They remade.
I remember him. Yep.
1/18 scale. Not interested. But then they did have some 1/12 scale figures. So
the guy on the right looks really awesome. The guy on the left looks like Mecha Trix Bunny. So
Well,
I do like the guy on the right.
I bought him because of our last conversation about Battlestar Galactica. It reminded me
Really?
of Battlestar Galactica.
The
So
Cylon. Oh my gosh. So
here
what is on his back? Those aren't ears. What's going on in there?
these are claws that you can take off. So you see how the
Okay.
guy on the right is holding claws?
Same thing. All right.
You can take them off and attach them to his back. So,
Okay. There's okay. Thought they were bunny ears. So I like his backpack too.
but it's pretty. These are made well, and then they scale well with GI Joe or Action Force, so it's pretty cool. I have one huge critique about these figures. The
What is
head
it?
sculpts are butt ugly,
Are they?
and I hate to say that
Oh,
because I
wait. So he's got a head under there? Wow.
got a head underneath the helmet. I feel like I don't want to insult the person that might have created it because I think maybe they're just making their own likenesses. But
Oh my God. That has to be the guy behind the computer.
it looks like Paul Giamatti.
Holy crap. That is not what you'd expect. Put his helmet back on. Hurry.
Like when you're thinking heroic, like, but
Though, it's the common man, Thomas. Come on.
I think maybe that's why. I think maybe they're just trying to make like the everyday man. But this guy's
So
never.
the Cylon reminded you of this. You got the guy, and his head looks like the grocery manager.
But like he has heroic proportion body.
He does. He really, well, hey, keeps himself fit. He goes to the gym when everybody else is at the Comic-Con.
Yeah. But this guy's badass, and he does not have an ugly head sculpt.
Wait, is that the other guy?
This is the other one I bought.
His picture's better. The other one's picture because he had more color.
But this guy, his head underneath kind of looks like Beachhead. So,
Oh, does it? Okay.
but just pretty much same sculpt, almost the same accessories. His helmet does have like these horns on it, which is pretty cool. So
Those are not, so what is that? That's Skeleverse or something? What?
this is part of the Skeletron toy line,
Skeletron.
I guess.
And I've seen the other one you brought up before. Now I really like the one on the left better, besides his head.
It just reminds me of what we were talking about, Battlestar Galactica. So
he even stands like a Cylon. You got him kind of in that stance.
So, and then I did go over to that Operation Monster Force
Mhm.
and pick up this general figure.
Wow, he looks like the General in the Hulk.
Which they've never made. Marvel Legends
Right.
have never made. So this guy can go with my Marvel Legends. He can go with my GI Joe. He comes with different head sculpts. So this guy's perfect.
He looks really good. I'm pretty shocked at that. You picked him up though. Do you have anything like him?
No. I think what we need. We do need a gung ho in his Marine dress.
His blues, yeah.
Guard. But I don't have any uniform military officers. They are a little pricey. These are like $40 each, and they come with 3 different head sculpts. So if you wanted to get like a group of generals, you'd have to spend a lot of money. But pretty good figure.
That's a weird thing for me. So what made you just, God, I really want a general?
Because I wanted the general to go with I wanted Thunderbolt Ross to go with my Hulk.
So you thought of Ross too. I was like, it looks like General Ross.
But they never made that guy. So anyway. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to get into some of the
Oh my gosh, I love the vintage floor. I know this.
Some of these things are just things I've never seen in person, and I sprinkled in ones that I knew would be special to you. So
well, I definitely love this. If I had been a kid when these came out, really, or been able to start a new collection, the Sectars, mostly their playset. I didn't love the toy action figures as much as this playset. So the Hive was great. Now the little hand puppet thing, that's all right. But I actually like the mold, the size. It seemed bigger than Castle Grayskull. Had a lot of great features to it. Always looked imposing. So I do love this. What were they selling it for? Does it say they're at the top?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
I think it's a price tag. So I was just like looking.
I don't think too far ahead, obviously.
No, that's fine. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
But I remember you've done a show on this
on the Sectars I've talked about.
And I think if I was a Master of the Universe collector, I'd want this somewhere in the background of like
100%.
My Hordak characters, I think
there's an insectoid character. Buzz Off was part of the Andrenans, the bee character, and it kind of works. So you could build your attorney up a little bit more. I thought the playset was very, very well done.
They had 3 old guy figures. Like there was another red character of these that had like a bald white hair.
Okay. Was it the same body buck and they just kept changing? You could just change the head out?
Yeah, they had the body of a 20-year-old bodybuilder and the head of a old man.
60-year-old man.
Still need to try that He-Man game. Good evening, gentlemen. Hello.
Howdy, Bitmaze.
One head sculpture looks like Apollo Creed. Yes, the general does come with a head sculpt that looks like Apollo Creed. The Hive, better Fright Zone than the one. Yeah, you could use.
Sadly true, because as much as I wanted the Fright Zone, the original, it was just so out of size. The features were there, but it just didn't scale. I do have the new version of it, and I do like it. But the Hive would have been a better Fright Zone for the Hordak and the Evil Horde of He-Man. Woo! So, Laser Pants made it.
All cut up. So for those of you just joining, Victor couldn't come, so I took pictures that would remind me of my good friend back at home because I knew he wouldn't come out to.
He's so sweet. This is great. I love it. So he's already covered all this stuff about the new stuff, the stuff he tried to get, but this is now the vintage floor, which I'm a sucker for. And I mean, I see a little Voltron over there next to the Hive.
This thing, I had no idea what it was. I didn't know if you would, but it caught my eye. It looks like something up your alley. And again,
it does a bit.
But the artwork.
California spacesuit. What's going on there?
I don't know. This guy was selling things for ridiculously amounts of money, and it was really stupid. First time I saw the Hive in person, got to play. Oh yeah.
Really? So that he did?
That was the first time I got to see it in person. The promo pictures for it always look freaking amazing. But you don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. We'll move on.
The Cosmic Ghoul Warrior is a popular indie character created by Killer Bootlegs and produced as a 3 3/4-inch Super 7 reaction figure. So is this new and not this? Is this meant to look old? Is that the thing? That's why I was like, this is meant to look old. It's new.
It fooled me because I thought I was like, oh, this is from Victor's era.
Oh my God, homaging the 70s and 80s. So it got you. But you know what? Right up my alley. I really did like the little characters.
I like the artwork.
Oh, here he is again, playing with his serpent.
What was Disney doing in 1999 where all of their Tarzans were jerking off?
Let's be honest. Tarzan the movie, with that nudity, and even when Jane comes down to like her undies, there's a lot of sexual tension there. So I think the toy's totally red.
Like I did that video a couple weeks ago with the electronic 12-inch toy, and obviously we knew he was like, I didn't know this one existed. I'm like, they literally have him in the package jerking off this snake.
And does it have an action feature, or is he just grabbing the snake?
Just
Vine spinning something. I bet he does.
That's what I call it.
Wow, there's a lot of going on there with that apparatus. This line was huge. It was pretty big. I don't think it sold like most of their movie lines.
Well, this was $50. I was going to get you this, but then I didn't know if this would fit anywhere in your collection.
Oh, I have my Disney stuff to my right, but it's Black Hole, Rocketeer, Dick Tracy, Tron. So no, I don't. Thank you though.
But anyway, I knew Tarzan.
You had to get this anyway because absolutely it goes along with that same big action. Because that action figure you covered, he's huge.
He's 12 inches, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
12 inches of Tarzan. So okay. You probably don't know about these.
I love Masters of Universe Slime. That was the official used in the Slime Pit.
Oh, well, behind him is the Scratch, the cat, and then on to the right is Hotspot. These are the 2 turtle figures that are probably worth the most money.
I knew they were turtles, but I don't recognize them.
But probably in this one picture, even loose, you're looking at about $3,000 of figures. And then the slime is like $3,000.50.
How much are these?
These guys on eBay loose will go for Scratch loose will go for at least $1,000 or $1,200. Hotspot, him complete, I guess he was selling them for like $700, which isn't terrible. So Scratch the cat is definitely more of the rare one. But that Tarzan is sending me mixed messages. Is it?
Don't know whether you're going or coming.
I say that all the time.
All right, so these are pretty wild, huh? So have they ever been remade in the modern stuff?
No, and you've heard me bitch about it before. So like now that Playmates is losing the license. I mean, they've been doing a lot of re-release stuff. Like, to me, what a absolute just not whatever the opposite of a knock out of the park was. What a complete like miss on their part. And I'll say this: the way that these guys are selling for on the aftermarket, each one of them, I would spend like 200 each on each one of them brand new. If Playmates was to say, "Here's a special thing, 200 each," I'd buy them both.
Dang,
I'd buy them both because that's how much money they are right now.
Were they one-offs in the cartoon?
Like most things, they were like one of the last toy lines where like they didn't.
But were they in the cartoon?
No. They did a lot of characters that weren't in the cartoon.
Yeah.
They did a lot of weird animals. So anyway, to actually, I've seen them in person before, but to actually get up close and get a better look at them was pretty cool. I found some good deals at Goodwill auction site.
So Goodwill has an auction site. That might be worth visiting.
Look at that.
Thomas, we should do a whole show and go auctioning online.
Yeah. Are we playing with
Facebook
your
Marketplace, Goodwill auction?
I don't know if you remember my video.
There he is.
It's a Dick Bullett's Punisher.
I mean, it's fully out. I mean, he's showing off right there.
Missing the missile, missing the egg. He's still selling it for $150.
He's blown his load. That right there is it's number one on any list of just, I don't use inappropriate as a word much, but just bonkers. Like whoever was thinking that, they knew exactly what they were doing and they loved it.
Just a Dick Bullet. But man, like it's broken, it's missing the missile, and you're still selling it for $100.
Well, that happens when you get older.
It's just broken.
It's just broken. I'm looking what's around it. I'm always interested in like everything from the, I don't know, is that a Batman wine stopper? Just kidding. I don't know what that is.
Batman like stamp. You like take the bottom off. And then that looks like some sort of jet. That looks like Roadblock.
It's Roadblock, yeah. Oh my goodness. What the hell?
This is based off a figure. Someone did some artwork. One of the companies, my company kind of acquired Sports Illustrated. So I'm an idiot because I bought this for like the VP of Sports Illustrated. I was like, oh, this would be cool. He can hang it in his office. And then I was like, no, I'll just keep it because this is going to be really weird to take to a corporate office and be like, here you go, man.
I would tend to agree. I think you made the right choice.
Now I'm just going to keep it. But now I couldn't travel with it because we didn't get bent. So I just left it at my brother's house. And he's like, this is just going to end up being mine. I was like, yeah. It's okay.
Are you telling me you work for some guy of Sports Illustrated? What?
A segment of work is related to Sports Illustrated, and I thought I'd give it to the VP because I chat with him a lot, and then I was just kind of like, oh, he's gonna think I'm a total weirdo.
Yes. This is fun though. You got this, huh?
Brought you the Sports Illustrated Ninja Turtle poster.
Was it a poster or the full magazine?
This is there's some guy's artwork. So okay. It has a Sports Illustrated logo, but then it has the just turtle artwork that's based off of a 1991 Playmates Ninja Turtle figure. Under the Punisher.
Wait, go back to that picture. He said that Joe's hand position. It's following a theme there with Roadblock.
No, I'm just finding all these toys that are pleasure.
He's got a dirty mind, everybody. Thomas does. I know.
So anyway, this was it was cheap enough where I wasn't like pissed off about buying it, but then in the end,
you're like, what the hell am I doing with this?
I do like having a job. I don't want to be like deemed the weirdo at work, more so than I am.
Another thing that shoots. No,
I just think this is one of the greatest Batmobiles ever made. So I took a picture of this. $65, not bad for like a inbox retro vehicle. So
looks nice. What era was this? Was it from a line? Was it from
Legends of Batman and Legends of the Dark Knight came out in 95 and it ended in 98. And it's just this is when they stopped making Batman look like a bitch.
Got it.
Prior to that, he was like a 4-inch scrawny kind of figure. They started doing these crazy muscles and pre-pose, which some people like the pre-pose, some people don't. I did. But they started making Batman look like a badass. And I think Batman figures, this is like the first progression of Batman figures in a while, because you had the superpowers Batman, and then you had the Batman, the first movie, and the Batman Returns figures were all kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
This is when they started getting good.
Hey, folks in the comments, guys, tell us if you had it or if it's something you wanted. I want to know if, like, a lot of you, when you see this vintage stuff, it's like, gosh, I really missed out. I should have got it. Like there, you're saying not a bad price. Cool Batmobile. Yeah, it actually isn't a bad price, I suppose, for today vintage. So that's kind of nice.
I wish I got a picture of above it, because above it is Superman's Kryptonian battle suit. They just made him a mech suit. I don't know if it has any thing in the comics, but I just always thought that was one of the dumbest things ever made.
Like you're like, why does he need a battle suit?
Mech suit.
Oh my! I see Matthew Broderick right there.
Do you know about this thing?
Well, I know Matthew Broderick is Inspector Gadget. I know there was an Inspector Gadget toy line. I know that this one is way too busy, but you know, it's not something I wanted. Inspector Gadget was an annoying cartoon even when I was a kid, and I hated it.
Well, you're right. This is Matthew Broderick. So we think of Marvel Legends having Build-A-Figures. We think of McFarlane having like Build-A-Connect, whatever they call it.
What's this?
This might be the first Build-A-Figure, and you'll never guess where it's from.
So wait, would you have to buy other things and you would get pieces of this?
You would buy a thing and only get one piece of this.
Okay, right.
Okay. You got to keep buying more of this thing to get all the pieces.
Happy Meal.
This is a completed Happy Meal toy.
Oh my gosh. I can't even believe I got that. I'm like, is this, you got a Happy Meal toy, but it would be parts of his body?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But imagine going from McDonald's to McDonald's looking for like body parts.
That do you have the arm? Do you have the left leg?
Do you have his dick bullets?
Wait, is that for Punisher? So I love look at those comments. I love that everyone is going right around him because he's ugly and stupid. And they're like, Wonder Woman is bitching, and I had Stridor, because that's exactly what we're all. And I see a Star Wars figure. If anyone, I'll give someone my full respect if they know what Star Wars figure that is on the right. Can you tell by the arm?
But yeah, this might be the first Build-A-Figure.
Well, I don't know when those started, but obviously this came out in the 2000s. So I think there was probably Build-A-Figures before that.
Fun part of toy history. I thought you might.
You know, I gotta say, it's actually more quality of some of the toys that have appeared, you know, in a Happy Meal. Not all. There's been good ones.
IGA. We'll say you're right.
We'll say you're right. Absolutely. I'm not sure myself.
But I love that you guessed it. It didn't take you a while to guess it.
I thought Robot myself, but I thought more of something, maybe the one from Jabba's Palace kind of thing.
Might be Hoth Rebel Soldier.
Maybe. But that's an actual cool, interesting kids meal toy and wacko as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. We have talked. This was on a list of yours.
It was. Man, I haven't seen these in person in like 30 years. So when I saw them in this glass case, $425 didn't seem like a bad deal. However, I was not going to be able to travel with this. This was just like a beautiful sight to see. And it made me really happy to be at the toy show because like we were talking about before, our toy shows don't get a lot of vintage stuff.
No. And
I know we have that giant vintage store by us, but
which is the closest thing we get, but it's always the same stuff in there.
They don't have gems like this.
So when I looked at this when it came up, which is that $425 for all pieces?
I think so.
Wow.
Maybe it's
that's the new Maybelline line.
The 80s Crash Test Dummies was the first, but you might be right. I'm not
We'd
sure.
have to look at that story. I'd have to look up and be reminded, Quentin.
Then I'll have to rephrase. Matthew Broderick's Inspector Gadget was the first McDonald's Build-A-Figure.
You know what? It's probably the one and only McDonald's one.
Tailspin. Yeah, I got so happy when I saw this.
They do bring a lot of joy, though. My point was, you look and mint with card. He went from DuckTales to Tailspin, so he did.
You can see him right underneath the price tag.
Wait. No, he went to Darkwing Duck. Why is he on Tailspin?
So he's a Darkwing Duck figure. So maybe that's a bonus figure they just threw in there.
Indy, mint with card. Thanks for calling it out, because no, he was definitely DuckTales to Darkwing. We just all sort of kind of went, oh yeah, part of Tailspin, but not at all. So maybe he is.
Figures, they made the Darkwing and the Tailspin figures the same. So
they might be just doing a Disney afternoon $425 sale.
Which
Launchpad's bill is huge in that toy.
Just for the Sea Duck, though. Man.
Yeah, the Sea Duck is great.
This was just a beautiful sight to see.
Oh, Gatey saw it. The Visionaries. Oh. Good eye.
I see Visionaries and I see Battle Beasts.
Oh yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I love Visionaries. But yeah, that's cool. That is fun. Oh, I see a werewolf right above the battle beast. I see a wolf man. That is cool. This is fun. Can you spot the background? Oh brother.
Kenner was notorious for doing a
Meh,
vehicle
meh,
and
meh.
then just throwing a face on it. It's like, oh, what makes this vehicle the mask? Oh, throw the mask face on
Throw
it.
a face on it.
Face on it.
This
But
was such a terrible franchise.
I mean, the movie was fantastic. Like when the movie came
The
out,
original movie, 100%, but they took it, the Son of Mask and the Mask cartoon. It just, like kill it.
like the original movie is got to go down in history as like one of the
Yeah, it does.
classic movies. But it came with a Milo. That was pretty cool.
That he had his own movie, right? The dog one.
Moken. That's right.
Summer Screams. Oh my god, yeah.
I think it
He's
in that
kinda like
year,
Pee Wee Herman.
Jim
Huh?
Carrey did Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura in like 1 year.
Hey, that's how you become a name.
You get a motorcycle and you get a motorcycle.
I think it's a sidecar, right?
This is the same booth that had the whacking off Tarzan.
Oh, well, they're all about it. Oh, they're everything. Oh my gosh. And this Buzz has got a big rocket.
We're just gonna create innuendos for everyone. I should have bought this. I really should have. I had this one. I had a different one. I think this is one of the best Disney toy lines ever made. And this sounds weird, but do you remember when Buzz like tries to fly and he falls down the stairs? Yeah. The sound that the plastic makes, like that is the sound that these toys made, which always made it feel like it was like really authentic.
So real.
Yeah.
They did so much right in these films. And sometimes it was simply what you just said. Those little captured moments, you're like, that's like even when his wings come up, there is the sound of plastic hitting plastic that any toy. We'd all know what that sounds like. So I do love that.
So great toy line. I know this was. Were you at the Mouse when this came out?
Oh yeah, I was already working there,
which I think was the first time it came
out in 95 or 96.
Yeah, I remember doing the Toy Story character breakfast.
Really? That's nice. That's good.
Maybe did. So
was there a 12-inch Woody nearby to buy?
No, I have one right here.
There were so many toys. Those toys did go like Tarzan's toys didn't go so much, but those guys did.
Now this one I should have bought. I'm so mad at myself for not buying it. This was a vehicle from a toy line called the Stone Protectors. It was only $20. But then I did look for Stone Protector figures and they were like $50 each. And I was like, well, if I buy this, I have to buy at least one of those figures. So this was going to be like a more of $100 commitment. But it's basically an anti-aircraft barbecue. I had
flying flank.
I had this as a kid. Twin guns.
Wait, you actually had it?
I had this. Yeah. I had this.
Are they troll dolls?
These are one of the.
They have a troll face.
These are one of the troll dolls made for boys.
Right, I remember because for starters they seem very girl, but then they seem to take on other kind of roles.
So they had this, and I remember another wacky vehicle they had was like a lawnmower. But anyway, I didn't buy it just because I knew it was going to be another. I'd have to spend money on the figure. If I bought this, I would have had to buy the figures.
We had much of the Planet of the Apes.
Did you have
accessories? This? We didn't have the treehouse. We had the cage and we had a cage and a catapult and a horse that pulled it was kind of a cage. There was a jail, but there was a cage that a horse pulled too. So we didn't have the treehouse, but we had the other accessories for Planet of the Apes because we did have all of the Mego figures.
That's cool. I recently found a box of free toys at Fisher Price Adventure People. Daredevil sports figure has on his back the number 318. And then I missed this comment from.
It was at the Stardust.
It was.
I love Fisher Price Adventure People though, man. They're just still awesome.
I saw this and thought of you.
It's something I love. I love Planet of the Apes. The original 1968 is still one of my favorites. The TV show growing up, the TV show was pretty cool. It didn't keep canon very well, but it was still a lot of fun.
Not maybe in like my mid-20s, I watched all of them and I loved them. Like
of the originals,
even the weird kind of fever dream type ones. Like I loved all of them. This thing was awesome. You might not know about this,
You
but
brought up Sky Dancers before. I recall their commercials, but it happens to resonate with you a little bit, and not in a bad. I'm just you do know these, and you because there are some girl toys that for some reason stick to me, but this you brought up a couple times, and no, I don't know much of their line.
if I was gonna buy a girl's toy, this was gonna be it. But again, I had nowhere to like bring all this shit. So
Wait, so the Sky Dancers, I know that they pop up and fly, but what is the do they go in here and fly?
I think this is like their playset. So I don't know if you like put them in and as you activate the playset, they like shoot off.
It does make us dance and twerk. Like you turn this puppy on and they shoot like a firework on the 4th of July. That's cool.
But they had the boy versions. They had the dragonflies.
Yeah, I remember that coming. Oh,
the process of brainwashing humans. Yes. Yeah, I
and
can.
Urko is from the show, not the movie. I think Ursus, one of the two.
Flying carousel is precisely the aesthetic I want for my living room.
Well, just some bunting of pink there, and
but like just even the box art is fantastic. I think
it is because you have these carousel animals, which is cool, but then you put these figures on. But the launching again, no safety. I loved it. They're going to take your eye out. Fantastic.
I've taken out porcelain plates with these things. So,
you love the creepy crawlers.
I had to I had to take a picture of these when I saw them.
Oh God, why?
These were I took a picture of these. These were sold in those little quarter machines, in those little bubbles.
Oh, but they made a pack of them too. That's pretty cool.
You can get this pack at like the equivalent of like a Dollar Tree at 99 cents.
Got it.
$85 now. $85. But they're safe and non-toxic.
It is amazing. I remember gumball machines that had the dome that had a toy in them, and it was pretty cool because you'd look in there and then you put your quarter in, and you didn't know what you were going to get.
So such a Brooklyn, New York thing. We have some family members, I guess, that made their fortune off of like gumball machines.
I've heard that before. Put enough around and collect the money.
Like gumball machines, little toy machines, cigarette machines. Like that's how they made their money, and they were living in like these like Brooklyn mansions. Not us though.
Quentin, I wish you could sing it a lot because I don't know it at all, and I'd have to look it up.
This is just a wacky design that if anyone doesn't know, this is a re-released Ninja Turtle vehicle that was re-released for Chicken Run, the movie.
So I love that though. We've talked before about recycle. We all know the most famous recycle is the Ewok Forest and some Return of the Jet. Those action figures are a mishmash. But this is for Chicken Run, which is a 21st century film. But this vehicle is from Turtles.
It's the original pizza shooter. Non-toxic. You can put it in your mouth.
That is oh my God, that is so funny because as a kid, that is what went with your when you saw non-toxic, you're like, oh, okay, I can eat it. I can put that in my mouth. It was
I always think there's a Simpson episode where he's trying to be obese so he doesn't have to work, and he needs to gain like a quarter of an ounce, and he's like, oh, we don't have anything else to eat, and then Lisa's like, eat this Play-Doh, it's non-toxic, and he eats it, and then he tips the scale.
I'll leave it to the Simpsons in their 50th season or whatever.
These things I had to get a picture of because I've been trying to figure out what the hell these things were for like years. And when I finally saw them in package, I now can commit it to memory and I know what they are. My friend had these little cavemen back when we were kids. They look like Oompa Loompas. And I knew they were cavemen, but I didn't know what they went to. And now that I saw the package, they go to Definitely Dinosaurs, which is a Play School dinosaur line. Did you ever hear about this?
I may have seen they are
ugly. The cavemen
definitely something. If I looked at those characters in the packages, like the 2-packs, I think they were wrestlers. Are they wrestlers? Yeah.
No,
the dinosaur looks real. The action figure is huge.
The dinosaurs were great, but like I was like, what are these little like Oompa Loompas from? And they're
Crack. His name is Crack, or is that Grack? Grack, Drews. I don't know how popular these were. Hopefully they were selling for cheap.
The biggest kind of fun.
Fortified with vitamin R.
Then I saw $200. Good deal, no deal?
Well, it's sealed. It comes with an action figure. It was something that probably came at the end of the just giant rush of action figures of the 80s. It's a little overpriced, but it certainly would need to be over 100, 150, I'd say, yeah.
I saw that. I knew that was more your wheelhouse than
I
mine.
do like I said, I liked the Cops animation very much.
Uh,
Oh
did,
my gosh. Did we all have this? I mean, we did.
you had this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'd go to my friend's house, Matt Bone, and that was his name. And it was in his house. Now I don't remember being a baby playing with this, but because you had it as a kid, it was in the house. And sometimes you just would pull it out and I don't know. I just scary.
So this thing, it's on the bottom. It's not like a generic Jack in the Box. It's from Mattel, and
It's still called Jack.
it's from 1976.
Yep, Jack in the Music Box.
And when when we were little, this would be at my grandparents' house in like a back bedroom in the closet. I remember we would always play with it, but I remember it had such a distinct look.
Hateful.
And
It
when I-
does. It is very distinct, especially look at the top, which is supposed to be a hat. But this would have been a baby toy of mine. So
Yeah. But I saw it, and now it was in terrible condition. But now I'm on the hunt for one in good condition.
that's cool. I didn't hate clowns. I watched Bozo the clown every day. I remember as a child watching Bozo. I didn't have a fear of clowns till they made them scary.
It's not a Jack in the Box. I want Jada Toys to make. I never had a fear. I didn't have a teddy bear growing up. I had a clown. So
Okay, yeah.
me and clowns are cool.
Until they're not.
Fun stuff here.
This is Mad Balls. It looks like Mad Balls and Food Fighters.
Food Fighters and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, that's what that is. Of course. Oh my gosh.
Saw those.
What a
right
cult classic film.
too.
And they made a toy line out of it.
That movie's terrible. I'd say
terrible.
it's really bad. Right up there with not the Toxic Crusader show, the Toxic Crusader movie. It was pretty bad.
Tomatoes is bad. Tomatoes is bad.
Food Fighters are crazy expensive now.
That is crazy. I did a show and I mock them totally because I just can't stand them.
We had
And
all.
Food Fighters are not fun to play with to me. Probably because when you look at what's guy at the bottom, Stack, the hamburger there, it's not funny. He's so awkward, doesn't really stand a lot. He's just
Like Frisbee on the cross room.
what?
Evan Sorbo Hercules 3 action figure. It's something to see.
Now I want to see this. Is he doing Tarzan stuff?
Hanging from the rope. I remember my preschool had all those Food Fighters for some reason.
Maybe they taught about food.
Anthony says lies.
Oh, he must hate that I hate the Food Fighters.
This is another thing I regret not buying. I should have
The
bought.
Care Bear.
No. Super Soaker Slingshot. I should have bought these.
I liked your Super Soaker show you had on the other day. Plug. That is cool. But so these would actually were they wet? What did you shoot?
You would put water balloons. Yeah. So this was only $40. I felt like if I played with it, maybe in the future with like my nieces, like the plastic would be so brittle, this whole thing would fall apart. It would be a waste. But I just love the packaging. I love the neon, right up my alley. Jack in the Box. That is nowadays a racist hate symbol, a jolly or a golly. I'm gonna look that up. Never heard of that. Do you shoot the Care Bear with them? You could.
Don't launch that Care Bear though. It's gonna hurt.
Maybe
$40 for that unopened Care Bear though. I'm really a fan. When I was a kid, I mean, I didn't want a Care Bear plush. I wasn't into plush. Plus, they were very much too bright and girly for me at the time. But I liked these figures, these plastic articulate figures. So I did like those.
Thomas had no shot of bringing any of this stuff home. I would have a lot of new toys if Thomas would have a cheap ass. Let's talk. I forgot to mention this. Let's talk about cheap ass.
You came with nothing. Did you get anything?
I came with 3 figures.
Okay.
He bought some stuff.
Those old men. You bought old men.
I did. I pretty much bought like 2 geriatrics and like one guy in a helmet. You can't tell. So my cousin's kids, I guess my cousin's cousins, I told them, I was like, you guys can buy, like, you get 2 figures each, right? And at the end of the day, they only picked one, so I still owe them one. But so I got them squared away. But then like we were with 2 other kids that like I've definitely been in situations where you're with someone and like the kid gets something and you don't, and I'm like, well, I can't not get those two. So I got the two kids something, and I was like,
Yeah.
so it's sometimes it's fun to like buy stuff for the kids and then just watch them. The cool thing, I think, when you take a kid to a show like this, we know there's Hasbro, there's Mattel, and then we know the idea with these independent toy lines, right?
Hmm?
Kind of cool. Like there was a few different booths we went to. The Valaverse booth. There was another one called Animal Wars of the Kingdom. Like I would talk to my little cousin that say, "Hey, it's that guy standing there. He designed all this. Like this is his. He created this. He designed these toys. He
Yeah.
produced these. Like the man that made all this is right there." And they were like, mine was blown, and I just thought that was pretty cool.
Well, back to this though, I agree with Jay. Why didn't you buy this for $40?
I don't know. I should have.
Oh,
And if you
this
had,
story's not going to have a happy ending.
but it's going to have a segue because if you haven't, check out.
Oh, it was so good. I even enjoyed it, and I don't care about Super Soakers, but it was great. It was a good show. If you haven't seen it, everybody check out the story of the Super Soaker by Thomas because it was fun. It was very cool. I liked it. It was well done.
It was fun, and no one watched it, so check it out. So anyway, maybe we should do this if you go to. I don't know if you'll go to a con without me, but if you do,
I won't go alone. So yeah, we might have to go. We've gone to a con before, so we probably should.
Yeah, but that's it. It was a light week for this week because there was no news, but I got to bring the news to you.
You did. I love that. I think what I need to do is bring some vintage toys to you and just you and have you do some comment. But maybe I need to take some pictures at a con.
But I also think you have control of the show. I think you're allowed to take the wheel.
Maybe I got to find the thing just says take over. I don't know. It's somewhere here in all these controls.
All right, sir. Let's get this party going and wish everyone a good night. So first, everyone, if you're in the chat, thank you for being interactive. Thank you for commenting. If you could hit like before we head on out. And with that, I'm going to let Victor tell us what he has going on next.
Yeah, I loved last week's video. Went pretty well. So it was enjoyable to do another Masters of the Origins. And by the way, I love the idea of us saying bad comments, because I got a couple of doozies that just made me laugh. And as you know, I love to comment on people who are assholes, and I just comment back. So have to do that one day. This week, though, it's things that we no longer stock in our kitchen. So I am going back in time to those usual things that we had in our kitchen, we were used to having in our pantry, the foods that we did eat that nobody buys anymore. So please take a look, see if it's stuff that you used to eat and now you don't.
Awesome. I'm going to work on a show for what are grails? What are the holy grails of action figures that you should know about, that if you're in the toy collecting world, but maybe those people that are toy curious don't know about. So
toy curious.
Toy curious.
I love that.
I just made that up.
That's a good one.
So that's going to be my next show. So with that, everybody, I hope you have a good week. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for being here. Tell your friends.
Appreciate all of you. So with that, have a good rest of your week. Hope you make it to the weekend, and we'll see you next time. So bye, everybody.
Night.
Peace out.